My name is Ori. I'm 26 years old. I served in the unit. I got out about 3.5 years ago. I served for 4.5 years. And the reason we're here also is I went on the PTSD workshop about 1.5 years ago.
I'm Sarai. At the unit, I was a combat paramedic, and I served during the time of Second Lebanon War.
My name is Daniel De Castro. I didn't think of myself as someone that had mental issues or problematic from the army, but this thing proves me wrong.
I think the only sane way to cope with what we used to do was to look at the bodies or look at the patients as dolls, as training dummies. When I was in my professional service, like after the mandatory service, so the commander would call the company commander and say, "Listen, we've been through a tough rescue mission. Let's debrief it with the psychologist, but also you have to kind of initiate it, so it's not the default thing."
During the last year of my service, I served 3.5 years. I was the madman. I mean, everyone knew that I'm saying whatever I want and doing whatever I want, and I'm functioning great on rescues, but on every other time I'm just putting everything on the table. I was the troublemaker of the last year. So yeah, they sent me to therapy, and then just after I went to the workshop, just after I finished my mandatory service. I mean, there is something about doing that when you're on reserve that makes you a better reserve soldier than ongoing, because you're young, and there's a way to do that as well. And I agree that's also a part of an atmosphere that needs to be more professionally based in the unit, and it's not an easy thing to do. I mean, you have to do it right, not just to do it, in order to keep going on the next mission. I facilitated one workshop in the Negev, and I know around, and I took us to a very remote place, and everything was planned just right. But then I didn't take in mind that we're close to an army base, and at night we had some training noise, and that was not good.
I think this environment was amazing, enabled me to open, to discover new things, and I thought, everybody's gonna always talk about post-trauma and stuff like that, and how, they see the dead people and stuff, which I thought was the main thing that will go over there. So I guess it's not just, if you're seeing dead people, there's also things which are very affecting your life very much, which you're not aware.
I think what's unique in what we did in our army is the quick shifts between normal life, inland, and being in the front in the most chaotic situation one can be. And I think what got to me in that workshop in 2007 is that it's not just me, like you say. It's that things that you can't talk about with everyone, because not everyone can understand, but people that were in my unit can understand what I'm experiencing, and that gives perspective. I mean, that did well for me.